What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Not a good trip so far. Y'all wanted some exciting footage. I got some for you. This trip didn't go quite as planned. I just blew out a tire and it tore up all kinds of stuff on my new trailer, and it's ripped the side marker lights out. I've got flashers. I don't have any marker lights on either side of the trailer, and the wire is non-existent. I'm gonna pull up. I'll pull it over on the shoulder here. I'll hop out and show you in just a second. But I found an exit. I was about a mile from the exit for when it happened, and I didn't want to stop on the shoulder there and take a chance of getting run over, so I just ran on up to this next exit and got off. I'm gonna run down here. There's a Love's at this exit here, and I'm going to run down here and see if they can put me on a tire because I can't drive with no tire on there. Obviously, not loaded, not as far as I got to go. So then I got to figure out about the marker lights. And I may have to turn around and go back home because I don't know how long it's going to take them to get this tire changed and stuff. And it's a good chance I'm going to have to go back to the house and then figure out what the deal is with my marker lights. So not turning out to be a great week so far. It ripped all the wiring out from under the trailer and messed the front of it up. Okay. Turn on some daylight back here so we can see what's happening. So, does not look nice. Real good. Pull up all kinds of stuff. You can see my trailer right here. I don't know if you can tell, it's been out right here. But if I turn the light on. But yeah, you can see it whooped the heck out of it. There was wires that goes to here, that goes up in the fifth wheel up in there, but don't anymore. It whooped the crap out of that aluminum right there on the front of that trailer. Man. I don't know where the wires went to. I guess it tore them all out of both sides because I don't see them going through there no more. I don't know if I got enough stuff. I may can do something with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's just real nice. Let's see if I can limp it down here to the Love's. All right, guys. So I made it back to the house. I got another piece of a tire stuck on there. Not the same height, none of that, don't match. So I got some matching 460s here I took off, and those good tires because I don't trust either one of them that I had over here now, and I don't trust the ones on the other side now either. So I trust these 460s. I'm gonna put them on there. I'm gonna get this load delivered, and then I'm going to get another set of those Synergy DP209s like I just bought a couple months back, if they have them in stock, and put on here. But in the meantime, I decided to come back to the house and try to fix my wiring on my trailer because I was only about an hour and a half from the house, and I was about 4 hours from where I was going. So I don't know what all the mess I can get into here, so I just decided I wasn't going to have enough hours to make it where I was going anyway, time I dealt with the tire issue. So figured I might as well turn around and come back to the house and try again another day after I get this crap fixed. So it looks like there was supposed to be another one of these tabs here, and the wires were supposed to come through here and go through there, and I'm assuming that the rest of them's in there, and you can see how this is all bent up, warped out of shape. I'll try to straighten that up. So I guess I'm gonna leave these tires off so I can get in here to this, and gotta pin this back up and do something with that. Luckily we didn't bust a fuel tank. Can't see much for the catwalk, but anyways, we will disconnect this here, and we'll pull this plate here out of the front of this trailer. hopefully we can find the wires up in there and get that taken care of. I'm a little bit frustrated if you can't tell. It's not going very well at all. I mean, not too good of a week. So I guess I'll pull this plate out of here and see if we can get the lights to work. And then we'll worry about the spin up plate here and try to massage that back into place. It's really good for a $30-something thousand brand new trailer. Freaking had it a month and a half. Alright guys, these wires right here on the bottom of the trailer here, hanging out from the bottom of it here, they're supposed to be, you can see where it ripped this out right here. Let me zoom this out. So I'm trying to record this on my phone, but you see where it ripped that out, and these two here are pulled out. So it had 3 wires here, 2 wires into one thing like this, a wiring harness that come from here, went up inside the trailer here, and tied in right here. So I got this plate pulled out here, as you can see. You can see how the wires are bundled up in there, and how that wire is only 6 inches long. It's supposed to have another wiring harness right here that plugs in, and it goes over here and plugs in. So I got 2 choices: either not have any lights, try to order a wiring harness from Transcraft, which they probably don't have in stock, or build one. And you know, it'd be a whole lot easier for me to build one. It's nothing special. It's just a piece of wire with some bullet connectors. The only thing is, I don't believe I have any bullet connectors. So probably what's going to happen is, I'm going to figure out which wires go to what, and I'm going to put some wire on it, and I'm going to solder it and heat shrink it back together. You know, it is what it is. A little bit frustrated. I guess it's kind of my fault for buying some used tires that I got a good deal on. Those tires were not that old. They were had an 18 production date on them, and as I say, I bought them from someone I knew, so I did not think that it would be any issue there. But I guess it's just not that great of a tire. I had someone else tell me that had bought some of those tires and put them on a trailer, the Americas brand, and said they had a brand new one that blew out and tore up a bunch of stuff on their new trailer on the back. So I don't know if the fact of it is being a used tire or these tires just ain't no good, but that guy told me. I was showing this guy that I know, I seen up there one day when I was getting loaded, and I showed him the tires, and he said he had bought some of them, and that was the luck he had with them. He wouldn't buy any more. And so anyway, I've had these, what, 6 months maybe? I don't know how long it's been, but anyway, they weren't that old, and so I don't have much confidence in them now. You know, it's not even that hot outside. I mean, it's hot, you know, but it's not, it wasn't in the middle of the daytime. I was running at night because that helps out some, but didn't help out enough, I guess. But anyway, let me get some wire over here and see what I can do to get some marker lax back on this, and I'll try to do something with this catwalk or do something there. I don't know, a little frustrated. Alright guys, I found some butt connectors, but they are the wrong, or not butt connectors, bullet connectors, but they're the wrong ones. They're too small. So I'm just going to cut this off and heat shrink it. I've got a wiring harness started here. I don't have any wire loom for this, or at least I can't find it. But basically you take a drill, put you some wire in a drill, wire I had on hand, just some red and black, 2 strands of red and a strand of black, because that's just all the wire I come up with. But anyway, going to trim these back and get them together and put some heat shrink on them. Alright guys, as you can see, I got the solder on there. I figure this white wire is probably going to be ground, and brown is probably running lights, and yellow is probably blinkers. I don't know that for sure, but I got this end hooked up, and then I'm going to route the other end through the frame up in there and come out here, and we'll figure that out here. But got to slide the heat shrink up on there after these joints cool and heat shrink it. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me I shouldn't have done it that way, but hey, it's like 4 in the morning, and there's nowhere open to get anything. And I got a load I got to get delivered. And this is a proper repair. It may not be, plugged together like it was, which I hate to do this on a new trailer. I would like to have the right stuff, but it is what it is, So we're going to get it repaired. And I wish I had a piece of wire loom to put on this, but I can probably pick some of that up and put it on later maybe, to keep that from rubbing, because I know over time it will without nothing on it. But right now, our main goal is to get the lights fixed. All right, that's our connections. That's equally as good as the factory connections were, soldered and heat shrunk. I've got a 3-foot extension stuck through the side of the trailer here, and I've got my wires taped onto that so that I can pull them through and come out over here to get right here. So let's see if that works out for me. Yep. They're hanging back over here. Alright. And then we'll simply take our tape off. And we got our wires over here where we need to be. And we just got to figure out which one goes where now. Well, guys, we got the lights back working. I got marker lights and turn signals. Got it all tied back up here. I just need to pull the slack out and get it zip tied back up in here and tidy it up just a little bit right there. As you can see, got some zip ties on that and tie it up. Get it tied up, and then we got to figure out what to do with this damaged part here. I don't know if I can do much with that or not. I'm pretty sure that that wiring harness is supposed to go through this right here, but that did not appear to be the way it did. I don't know, it kind of got ripped all out of here, but the way it is zip tied in there, the harness is on the outside of it. I don't see that that's great, but anyways, I'm sure that's something I'll have problems with later. Maybe it'd be okay. It's zip tied on the outside of it. It's got wire loom in between it for now. All right, guys, I've cut me a board between the headache rack and the front of the trailer here. I tried heating that up with a torch up under there at aluminum, getting it warm enough. I thought I could hit it with a hammer and get it to conform back in there, but yeah, that ain't happening. So I cut a board the right length, and I got it wedged down and held, pushed a little bit straighter than it was. But what I'm going to do is I'll put these set of tires here back on, since I'm through working right there on that light or lights and wiring, and let it down. And I've got my trailer, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but my trailer is not straight. It's kind of cocked over to one side there. So I should be able to back up just a little bit slowly, and it should push off this headache rack and push that back up in there and straighten it back up. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Well, I got it pushed back past where it should go. So let's see when I let off of it if its spring returns to about right. It ain't bad considering what I'm working with. A little bit of crude tools there, but it ain't gonna be perfect, but it's a whole lot better than it was. I tried to put that matte gas torch in here and warm this up as I was doing it and tap it with a hammer, and that's about the best I could get it. It ain't too bad. All right, guys, well, that was fun. I got the trailer straightened out best I could. We got some tires on the truck, so I can haul the load this afternoon or whatever. And then I'll be going to get some tires. I'm not going to worry about the catwalk right now. I've got another piece of catwalk up against the wall over here that I can cut and remake that piece. There's no point in trying to straighten that because it mangled it all up and there ain't nothing left of it. So it is what it is. Kind of sucks. Complete waste of a day, or afternoon, night, whatever it is. Anywho, I don't know if it was the name brand of the tire I mean, the tire was made in 2018, it's 2021. So it's 3 years old from the time it was manufactured to now. I mean, it shouldn't have been blowing out. I know the air pressure was correct in it because I had the tires and stuff off, putting the shocks on this past weekend. So I don't know. That's the reason I don't run off-brand tires on my steer axle, because if that would have been a steer tire, that would have definitely tore up the hood, whole 9 yards of stuff, and possibly wrecked the truck. And you know, bad things can happen from there. So that's why I put American-made steer tires and run the rest of them something else. At least it's got, you know, another tire there that you can usually get down the road. Yeah, it torques some stuff, but it shouldn't have blown out. It was a new tire, but I don't know, or, you know, fairly new tire. It wasn't like it was, you know, a 7 or 8 year old tire. It was a 3-year-old tire. Still had plenty of tread left on it. I didn't run over anything in the road. It just blew out. So it is what it is. I don't really trust the rest of them on there now. And I've got a couple more 460s I could put back on there. It still has tread left in them, but I'm going to get some new tires just as soon as I can get to the tire shop. I didn't want to buy a whole set of tires from Love's and pay double for them. I could buy a whole set of drives, 8 drives, for the price that I could get 4 of theirs for, I'm sure. I didn't ask a whole lot of questions. I just got what I needed to get back on the road and get back to the house. So anyway, I'm fixing to go in here and get some sleep. It is daylight now. It's getting daylight outside. So I'll wrap this video up. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.